Welcome everyone. Happy New Year, guys. Happy New Year. Thank you for joining me, and thank you for joining me for past year as well. So there's two things we want to have a look. The first thing is there's a new event. Oh, I was gonna say the Paimon shop, but I saw the new Spyro Boost event. And look at that, 600 Primo Gems. Oh, what's this about? So we'll check the Paimon shop after. I haven't seen this before, so let's have a quick look at this. So things have been energized with the Lunar phase for the Spyro Boost. And currently we can see the 600 Primo Gems and a list of items. Is this an update of the Spyro Boost, or is this just what was planned? So if you guys remember earlier, there was a plan of changing the Spyro Boost for their special effects. And I'm gonna have a look together with everyone. Oh, New Year's, I was hoping for a new event. I didn't get any special mail for the new event. So last time I got the floor 11, you can see over here. So this is update. Let's have a look here. Oh, they locked us up. So I challenge summary. That's me summary. Preview rewards. New Spyro Boost changes, but the 600 Primo Gems is pretty much, so if you guys didn't know, you get 150 Primo Gems for each of the floors, so that up to 600 Primo Gems. I was really hoping. Now let me just double check. Energize moment, go to challenge. So basically this is the energize moment. This is the Spyro Abysmal. So where a character obtain elemental shard created from crystallized reactions between Geo and Cryo, a shockwave will appear. Oh, they were buffing the Geo and Cryo characters for Ganyu. Look at that. When a character obtain the shard from crystallized, elemental skill CD is decreased by 1 second. So not only deal damage, you also reduce your cooldowns by 1 second when you get the Geo and Cryos. So they're buffing those two characters. Now the Spyro Boost has not given us additional reward, unfortunately, so those are the basic ones for clearing floor 9 to floor 12, I believe. But let me know if I'm wrong. I'm really happy to be wrong. So next up, let's have a look at the Paimon shop. Oh boy, this is gonna be big. So this is the New Year Paimon shop, by the way. Oh, look who that is. Oh my gosh. Now if you guys didn't know, Constellation 6 special makes her incredibly stronger. So right away, guys, we can see there's maybe a must buy. I won't say this is a must buy, because I do believe Constellation 1 to Constellation 5 doesn't change much for Vessel. We'll come back to her, but I think this is a very interesting buy. So the first thing to buy, guys, is always those. If you have a spare ones, always go for the Intertwined Fate first, because they're the same cost and they're discounted. So go for the Intertwined Fate first, then go for that Quintet Fate in the Stardust section. And those are the best buys for the shop. That's usual, and we don't need to buy with Primo Gems, of course. Don't buy anything else that's in here in the Stardust. Save all your Stardust every month for those 10 free wishes. I mean, they're not free, but they're really good. So after that, the new weapon series. We can see the Black Cliff series, and we're gonna have a look at this. Let's see if there's anything new for the new year. Nope, those are the ones. So we're gonna look at Vessel, we're gonna look at the new weapon series, and after that, what I want to talk about is I want to talk about this weapon. I really want to capitalize this chance before the event end to talk about this weapon, which is the Festering Desire. I think this weapon has a really good potential, and I'll talk about why it is good to go to level 90 with this weapon. For two reasons, because of the 1.5 experience and also the refinement to maximum level. Now let's come over to Vessel first. Should you buy Vessel? Most of us will have one copy of Vessel, or maybe two from the special event, or maybe three if you pull down some of the banners that's currently available without battle. So Vessel is really good. You just press her E spell, then you swap into anything, and she's great. What you want to notice is that from her Constellation 1, which is okay, after that, the further constellations really doesn't do that much for me, at least. So the Regen of Health, increased AoE damage, those don't do much. It is Constellation 6 that makes her special. And if you're really far away from Constellation 6, and if you don't have much of the currency over here, so let's come back to the shop over here. So first we talk about Vessel. Now, if you don't have much of the currency, which can be very scarce, it's 34, you might want to delay the purchase. The event shop will last for 30 days, and there's no rush in purchasing, so, unless you really want the Vessel. But if you're very close to Constellation 6 Vessel, I would strongly recommend invest into the Vessel, because this can be incredible. And having Constellation 6 Vessel makes so much difference, because 2-second increase of duration of odds, and also 30% of Vessel's damage will be dealt as electric, whichever character is on the field and attacks. And this can be incredible. People call this the machine gun Vessel. with a character with fast attack rate, like Xiangling, a character with a spear with a fast attack rate, or even increased attack speed with Choyang, really helps. And yeah, this is quite incredible. You can even work with Razor because he has a decent attack rate with ultimate. So not bad for the vessel. If you ask me if it is worth it right now, unless you get to Concentration 6 right now. So don't rush it, because I don't think the levelings change that much. It does help a little bit level 3 to get the higher level vessel bird, but it's a give or take. So do it at your own moderation, so no rush unless you want the Concentration 6 vessel, of course. Now come to the Black Cliff series. So what we're going to see is the Black Cliff series was previously provided 2 months ago. So it seems every month they rotate between the Black Cliff and also the Rail series. That is a big thing to notice. So in order to give you guys a better summary, I have found the weapons over here. So we can see the secondary stats, we can see the special effect, which are all the same. It is massive, guys, for the critical damage. Not many weapons in the game adds critical damage, and those series of weapons adds a decent chunk of critical damage. So if we come back over here, it starts with 8%. And if we look at the details for those critical damage, we can see 8%, we can see 12%, this 12%. So this is how much it increases with every ascension, 8% and 12%. So those weapons are gaining critical damage each time you ascend them, and you get quite a bit of critical damage. Those weapons has a decent base attack, and the special effects are not bad, because if you're defeating a lot of enemies, you can get up to 36% with refinement level 0 for increased attack damage. So attack damage, critical damage are great. You can go with a critical rate artifact, or you can just go for more critical damage if your character have a high critical rate. And this could be the case for Ganyu, a lot of the Cryo characters with the Cryo set. Now you might be wondering, is the Black Cliff Warbow worth it for Ganyu? I would say it is definitely by far the above average 4-star item for Ganyu because it increases critical damage, and she has a really good critical rate, and the Cryo set gives her a decent critical rate. We'll go into more details between the Cryo set and other sets for Ganyu that's to come, but a lot of characters with a high critical rate to start off with, like Diluc, can use the critical damage. When you ascend different characters, you get different effects. For Diluc, you actually get higher critical rate. So you want to balance critical rate and critical damage as to the 1 to 2. So 50% critical rate, you should want at least 100% critical damage increase. In that sense, those weapons do cost 24, and you can purchase up to 3 of those. So again, I wouldn't say rush those weapons unless those are the perfect in stock for you, because you still have 30 days and those are very scarce resource. So don't rush them right away, and even if you want to delay it like this video. So wait for me to post on the Asian servers, and then compare the current ones and the next month ones. That can also work. But if you really want them, go for it. But remember, you can only purchase up to 3 of those every month, and they only come with every 2 months. Now coming over to the Fasten Desire. If you guys didn't know, the Fasten Desire currently has a special event which gives us 1.5 experience. You can see that. The event will finish in 4 days. So I really recommend capitalizing on this particular event, because you're pretty much saving about, is it 30% or 50% experience, but you're saving a lot of experience source for enhancing the weapon. All the essential materials for the weapon is also given, so which is a really good thing. And for this weapon, you might be saying, hey, what's good about this weapon? Firstly, energy recharge is great. If you don't have the sacrificial sword with Qiqi, you can use this weapon. Also, this works with Chinchu, this works with Bennett, this works with Jin. So a lot of one-hand sword users can use this one. This can also work with the Traveler. So energy recharge is a very flexible item for most of the E-spell casting characters. Even those that come in the future can use this weapon. Really good base attack at level 90, and the special effect is refined to level 5. What that means is, those characters that can use elemental skills will benefit greatly, and even if you can't use those, your energy recharge is also great. So I'm currently using this on my Jin, I'm loving it. And really guys, take the opportunity to use the Ascension at the moment, because this 1.5 experience. This one will finish in about 4 days, so make sure you capitalize on this. And this also means that if you go into the event shop, you might consider delaying the purchase of the sword, because this sword is quite good. And who doesn't like a level 90 sword? So kudos to the developers for making this event and giving us a resource for this sword. Now, if you found this video helpful, make sure you subscribe and also turn the little bell on for the latest news. I'll be looking towards to make more builds, guides, tips, and news and event updates for us as we come further into the game. And as always, I wish you guys the best of luck with sketching and have the most fun in exploring this wonderful world.